Marvel and Charlie Cox, thank you so fucking much. This new Daredevil series, I'm 3 episodes in, completed 3 episodes so far. Daredevil on Netflix. Holy fucking shit. What an awesome fucking series. This series is not only fucking awesome, it's emotional, it's action-packed, it's character-driven, it's inspiring. It's everything I could have ever hoped for. Holy fucking shit, this is awesome. And like, I can't believe it's like only on Netflix and not being, it's not put on a fucking station. Like, I see that ABC is responsible for this show. But damn, I'm like, I'm surprised it's not on TV, but whatever. I guess it's gonna try to up, Netflix, subscriber counts or some shit or something like that. But anyway, Charlie Cox, this, otherwise a fucking, inexperienced actor, makes the salty veteran fucking, Ben Affleck look like a fucking stooge. Motherfucker is great as fucking Daredevil as Matt Murdock. A new actor, and making Ben Affleck look like a fucking douche as fucking Daredevil. Daredevil was out of doubt one of the fucking worst movies I've ever seen. Probably one of the worst performances I've ever seen from an actor as Ben Affleck playing Daredevil, Matt Murdock. It was probably one of the worst all-time performances. It was bland. It was boring. I always harken back to we had the one scene, I think it was like fucking Daredevil, Ben Affleck has Bullseye, Colin Farrell, like by the collar of, his outfit. And, he's like yelling at him, screaming with no emotion in his eyes or in his voice or anything. And at that moment I said, fuck. The shit sucked. It's, widely regarded as one of the worst fucking, movies of all time, Marvel movies, whatever category you want to put it in. It's just bad. And it even got a mention on Big Bang Theory, making fun of it. I think it's probably been referenced probably in other shows and, in other discussions, throughout, various forms of media. And I have to say that, that movie really put a blemish on Daredevil, because we didn't really hear much from Daredevil. It was almost kind of taboo to talk about Daredevil. Even if you wanted to talk about Daredevil and, in just a more vague sense and talk about maybe the fucking comic books, people would still bring up Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck in Daredevil, because that was the last person to play him. Just like Batman had the problem of being tied to George Clooney. And, almost it's like nobody even wanted to fucking have anything to do with Batman. As I always make fun of people who say that they love Batman. There's even one chick at my job where we had a Batman discussion. I made fun of her. I said, you probably, because she said it was her favorite superhero. I said, you probably didn't want to have shit to fucking do with Batman before Batman Begins came out. And sure enough, I was correct. And she admitted to it. So there you go. Right there. No one wanted to have fucking shit to do with Batman before that. And now everybody wants to be up fucking Daredevil's ass because of Netflix. Well, whatever. Well, whatever floats your boat. I'm happy that people are getting to see that this character is awesome. We got to see this character, being portrayed in the better light in the cartoon, the 90s Spider-Man. Daredevil was pretty fucking awesome in the couple episodes they put him in. So, he does reserve the right to have something fucking awesome happen to him, have his own show. And the way Charlie Cox plays this character is just, I have to say, like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of how we saw Daredevil, like in the 90s cartoon, very reserved, refined the voice, it's just, I really feel like that's Matt Murdock. And these action sequences, I have to, spoiler alert, second episode, Daredevil gets the shit kicked out of him. They throw him in a dumpster. And I have to say, like, he gets, like, patched up a little bit by a nurse. And a bunch of thugs, Russian thugs. What the hell is it? Like, according to TV and movies, everybody is so down on fucking Russians. I am part Russian myself. You would think that everybody thinks these motherfuckers are evil. I mean, goddamn, like, there's not a single decent Russian according to TV and movies. The Russians are evil. They're gonna, fucking just kill you the moment they lock eyes with you. I mean, goddamn. I mean, Russians are everywhere. I mean, you're gonna, like, take a cab here in New York City and fucking, Russians gonna be driving. I mean, my God, look at WWE, fucking Rusev and shit like that. There's evil Russians everywhere. My fucking God. Anyway, what are you gonna do? But anyway, the, fucking Russians are fighting Daredevil in this hallway. They find out where he's being held up, and he's fighting them, and the cinematography for these fight scenes and just the whole show in general, they're fighting. All of a sudden, they go down a hallway, but the camera doesn't follow them. Actually, not a hallway. They're fighting in the hallway. They go into a room. That's it. And the camera doesn't follow them into the room. It waits till they come back out. Suddenly, Daredevil is charging with a tackle to one of these Russian assassins or, mob guys, and drives them into the wall. And I just thought that was, like, brilliant. Just like the way how the camera didn't, it wasn't predictable. Like, it didn't follow him into the room. It just, you gotta just watch it to appreciate it. I didn't know, maybe my words are not doing it justice. I'm not describing it to a T here, exactly how it is. But the way how they did that was just simply fucking brilliant. And I just finished the episode where they introduced Vincent D'Onofrio of Men in Black and Law and Order Criminal Intent fame. And he looks like $1 million as Kingpin, actually being dedicated to the role and shaving his whole fucking head. That's just an A+. This series, it's just great. I love how they show you inside the courtroom. It's just like the same thing like with Gotham, that I love that they're, doing it from a whole different perspective. You're getting to see all these different, viewpoints from different characters like the Penguin, and Gordon. I love this type of shit that they're doing with comic books as of late. I mean, it is definitely a good time to be a comic superhero fan. They're just putting out so much quality material. I mean, we're like fucking less than 2 weeks away from Age of Ultron coming out. Super excited about that. We've just got so much great shit. It's like a really fucking positive time. It really pleases me to come here in a video and do a positive review about a great show like this. I can't wait to watch the other fucking 10 episodes of Daredevil, and really looking forward to the future of comic books and shit. Not really so much comics. We could get to that in a minute. I don't really read comics anymore, but I have a pretty close friend who keeps me updated on what's going on with them. And that shit's just crazy. The guy who is Scorpion in the Spider-Man comics is now Venom. I'm like, what? Anyway, we'll get to that maybe, at a later date. But anyway, if you haven't watched it, fucking Daredevil, you gotta, if you don't have Netflix, all you gotta do is pay $8. Like, oh, surprise, there's fucking different grades of pay now for Netflix. What? Just to watch HD? I don't know. And now the HD is like really finicky on there anyway. It's like you gotta have a super fast connection to get that HD to fucking work. I'm talking about more on the computer. It always seems like it works better on the Roku or Xbox or something. But anyway, it's a great series. Definitely watch it, motherfuckers.